All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and install the tailgate assist for my 25 Tacoma SR model. I don't have that fancy button that just automatically props open. So I'm just gonna set the camera aside, change the angle for you guys, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, you know, that's basically what it is, right? I just don't want it to drop. So what I'm gonna go ahead and install is, it's gonna just basically what it is, a tailgate assist. And so I went ahead and received the parts today. I believe it was from Tacoma World, but I'll go ahead and drop the link and the description items on the items on the description, right? So we're just gonna have to remove the tail light, and then remove a couple of screws. So you will need a 12 millimeter wrench, and then a T40 drill bit or whatever. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty. All right, so this is basically it. It's only 3 items that came in a box. All right, so first one is the support assembly tailgate. That's the part number 66140-Alpha Kilo 011. It's only one part. Then we have a bolt. That is the back door stay joint. Part number 68961-0 Charlie 080. And then we have the tail hinge sub-assembly, part number 66102, Alpha Kilo 020. All right, and that's it. All right, so for the tools that we'll need is a 12 millimeter socket, and then a T40, I'm assuming it's a bit. So that's exactly what we'll be needing. And let's go ahead and start. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and remove the two 10 millimeter bolts. So obviously I have my tailgate down. This is the first one that we're gonna remove up top here, and then the second one is down here. Once we remove those, then we're gonna go ahead and pull the tail light outwards like if you were opening a door. So let's go ahead and remove those 2 bolts. I just use this, it's a lot easier than the actual wrench. And just careful because it does have a washer. So we're gonna go ahead and put that off to the side. And now let's go ahead and remove the bottom one. I had to change to a long sleeve shirt because man, these mosquitoes were biting me. Okay, so once we have the 2 bolts removed, we are just gonna go ahead and, the tail light is pretty loose, so we're just gonna go ahead and move it a little bit. Said that you open it like a door. I don't want to break anything. Let me see if there's any. I don't think there's any bolts. All right, so once you get the tail light moved over, I needed assistance, but that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and grab the part that says backdoor stay joint. And once you move the tail light over, you're gonna go ahead and see two holes. One on the top and one on the bottom. You're gonna wanna put that part on the bottom one. This is a bigger hole and the bottom one's a little bit smaller. So we're gonna go ahead and screw it in there. All right, so we're gonna put it on that bottom second hole. This is what the part looks like. It's a little joint with the washer. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in there. So once again, it's the one on the bottom, the small one. We're gonna go ahead and hand tighten it, and then you can go ahead and grab a, what is it, a 12mm wrench, and just tighten it. All right, so once again, I did need Dylan's help. This is just for the tailgate. This is where the tailgate notch sits at. So you just got to put it like, I don't know, maybe 90-degree, 45-degree angle. And then you're going to push it out. So same thing for the driver's side. So, I mean, I don't want to disconnect the wiring for the camera and then go back in there and connect it. So if you have two people, it's best. That way you don't have to be disconnecting stuff. But if you want to disconnect the wiring, especially if you have a camera, then that's totally fine. All right, up next, we are going to go ahead and remove the screws down there. So 1 second. All right, so we're gonna remove the two bolts, and that is the driver's side tailgate hinge. You need a T40, so we're gonna go ahead and remove that and replace it with the tailgate end. No sé si lo estoy haciendo apretado o le tengo que cambiar la medida. All right, so that's what this piece looks like that we removed from here, right? Okay. Now let's go to the next step. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab the next part, which is the tailgate hinge, part number 66102-Alpha Kilo 02. And that's what that looks like. Okay. All right, so this part has like a shape to it, and then if I flip it over, you're gonna see an indication that says up with the arrow facing up. And then this is from the tailgate. It's the same pattern as this tool right here. So yeah, and then this little notch is what's gonna, that notch right there is what's gonna go connected to the hinge. So you want that slot to connect with this slot right there. All right, so this part's a little kind of tricky, so you're just gonna go ahead and install it. You are gonna hear clicking sound once this pushes in, and then basically you are just gonna make sure that this nubby slot is fully inserted into the little hole, and then you have that little notch right there that's going to be connected to the strut, just FYI. All right, and then the last item is the support assembly tailgate, part number 66140-Alpha Kilo 011, and that's what that looks like. That is going to go in here. Just see if I can get better camera angle for you guys. So that little accordion looking thing, rubber thing, part of the strut, that's going to be attached to the little nubby from that one right there. All right, so that's what that looks like. And then, ¿quieres poner luz? And then the little strut from that, the part, you're gonna go ahead and snap it on that bolt that we installed earlier. Alrighty, last step. All right, and then the screws that we removed from this original piece, they're gonna go back in the hole slot that we originally removed them from. And once again, that's going to be the T40, tool or whatever this thing is called. We're going to put it back in. And then this one, I don't recommend you throw it away. Just go ahead and keep it, just in case you ever decide to turn in your truck, sell it, or for some odd reason that just stops working later on in the future. You can go ahead and go back and reinstall it. So don't throw it away. Put it like in a Ziploc bag. Actually, you can just go ahead and use the same baggie it came with. All right, so just an FYI, whenever you are gonna install the part that goes where that nubby is at, you have to put it through the outside, because we accidentally put it through the inside, and it was a pain. Well, not for me, but it was a pain for Dylan to get it out. You just have to get a flathead screwdriver just to loosen it, and it was pretty stuck in there. So I'll take a picture of it, or right now when Dylan's done tightening that bolt, I'll show you guys, you know, I'll frame it out. You guys can see what we're referring to. All right. So what we had initially did wrong, we had put this piece, we had actually put it in through here, through the inside. So that was a big no-no. So make sure that you install it directly to where you removed this original piece, right? So it's just basically gonna be on the outside. So then the little nubby strut, you're gonna see it, I mean, it sucks because it's already nighttime, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The little nubby strut is gonna go there, and it's gonna attach to the bottom of the rubber strut. And then, so the rubber part is going to be on the bottom. Then you have the stick. And then the other part of the bottom, or the top part of the strut, is going to be snapped on to the bolt that we initially attached at the beginning of the video. So just an FYI. So then now we just got to make sure that this little nubby from the tailgate fits on the slot. So you just got to make sure. I would recommend 2 people here, one on the other side. I couldn't do it by myself, so Dylan's helping me out. So let's just go ahead and fix that angle, and we should be good to go. All right, so we already, like I said, you need 2 people unless you're like super strong. So I was on the passenger side. So this is like a U shape, and it's hooked up to that hinge. And then Dylan was on the driver's side. The little nubby is sitting flush right there. So just so you guys can see it. Oh, and
here's this one, and then
yeah. Oh, yeah, just what Dylan said. You need to make sure that you start on the driver's side first, instead of the passenger, because I tried doing that and it wasn't working. So this needs to connect, and then that, and then yeah, that's it. So Dylan's gonna demonstrate and close it for you guys. All right, so that's what it is, and he's gonna go ahead and open it. All right. So I mean, it's not like a super duper slow assist lift, but once again, so you guys can see it. And let me go ahead and go with this angle. Right, so not too bad. The only reason why I decided to go with the OEM parts instead of, like, let's just say rough country, is because I didn't want the little strut part to be poking like here. That's what I did not want. So I wanted to seem like there was nothing on there. And then the last part obviously is making sure that you put the tail light back on. And as always, just make sure that you don't break off these 2 nubbies. So you have one on the top, and then you have a peach one somewhere there. All right. So once you put the tail light back on, just make sure that the 2 screws that you removed from the top and bottom, make sure that you go ahead and screw them back in there, right? So that's going to be with the 12mm wrench or socket, whatever you want to call it. And then just an FYI, just be careful. I would recommend you try to tape up your tail light, or put like a cover, because it already scratched my truck right there, and it scratched it right there. You see it? Scratched it there, and on the bumper. There you go. So I do recommend to, I don't know, probably get some tape. So right here, it has some really sharp edges. But I mean, that's fine, whatever. It can probably be buffed out. And it's already nighttime, but my truck's already been scratched. And then somebody, it happened when Dylan and I went to town. Right here, you can barely see it, but right here, somebody like did a perfect scratch of a line. I think it was somebody who was a hater. It's like super perfect, but whatever. That can always be buffed out, or you can just put like some type of wrap. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In regards to these steps and instructions, I got it off of some guy off of TacomaWorld.com. I'm gonna try to see if I can tag his name, his username, and then he literally had like step by step, and then he had like pictures and everything. I'm gonna see if I can attach it to the description. That way you guys can go ahead and check it out, and I'll go ahead and let you know how much I paid for the parts. Like I said, it was less than $200. So it was like $190 some. with taxes. So that was shipped, I think from New Mexico, all the way to here to South Texas. So that's the only reason why I decided to go with OEM parts, only because I didn't want the hood strut to be showing. So it's kind of like pretty discreet. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And thank you to my 20 subscribers. Yeah, so I posted a video day before yesterday. And so we had a subscriber, so thank you very much. And so I hope you guys like it. And yeah, until next time. Bye.